The United States has the most robust international religious freedom agenda in its foreign policy apparatus of any country on earth. Of all the sort of great, military powers, we're the only one that has a dedicated office for international religious freedom. During the 19th century, that mostly meant making sure Protestant missionaries had protection from persecution when they went to non-Christian countries around the world. And that started to change around the turn of the 20th century. Teddy Roosevelt gave what is, in diplomatic terms, the kind of first scolding in defense of religious minorities to Russia. They were persecuting the Jews. But then during the Cold War, it accelerated because there was this sort of great contest between the kind of Christian America and the atheist Soviet Union. And so protecting the rights of religious believers of all religious faiths became this kind of crucial pivot point for the Cold War. President Eisenhower, for example, authorized the U.S. Navy to evacuate, in cooperation with the French, somewhere around 800,000 Vietnamese Catholics from North Vietnam in the 1950s when Vietnam was being partitioned, because they knew that the communists, who were officially atheists, would be persecuting all religious minorities of any kind. In the 1970s, Henry Jackson, who was a senator from Washington, successfully passed an amendment to the Trade Reform Act of 1974, which stipulated that no non-market economy could receive most favored nation trading status with the United States if it did not permit free and open emigration. It was written to compel Soviet Russia to allow Russian Jews to emigrate from Russia, which they had not been doing. That was kind of the first real human rights law of any kind. It actually precedes many of the other human rights laws that we normally think of. It's very easy for any particular individual to say, I want my religious faith to be protected, regardless of what that faith might be, if you can get them to at least acknowledge that in order to protect their faith, they need to respect the religious faith of others, and that can become a very quick and sort of easily recognizable starting point for democracy promotion, for example.